I had never been a part of a group where it was all women. You know, I'd been in many rooms with groups and masterminds, but it got to a point where I kind of outgrew the people in the room. And one of the things that I knew was that I needed to change. You know, there's a saying that goes, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And so I definitely knew I wanted to be the dumbest person in the room so that I could learn from the brightest minds.
Women that are running 7- and 8-figure businesses are the most underserved category. It's a race to the bottom where there's 1,000,001 coaches, 1,000,001 programs for people that are just getting started, but it's very few and far between to find programs or collaborative networks that are focused on women that have achieved success at this level.
The Trust is open to women business owners and entrepreneurs generating over $1 million a year in revenues, and it comprises 3 areas. There's the network, there's the meetings, and then there's the leadership. We have women from all over the United States. We have women from every type of cultural background. You'd be blown away by how important that is to get advice and connections outside your industry. We're reinventing industries. We're reinventing the world. And that's what these women are here for.
All of these women from these different walks of life just really allows you to see that, you know what, we live in this country that allows us to do business the way we want to do business. And that has been the greatest value for me, is being in community with these women that I now call my sisters, who I can bounce ideas off of, who help me unpack the audacious ideas that I have for my business. It's been absolutely a game changer for me.
It's just nice to know you're not alone. And especially after like 2 years of isolation, it's really good to have people around you that are reminding you that you aren't alone and that someone cares about you and that there are people there who are supporting you and cheering you on and providing that sounding board when you need to pivot a little bit because the world requires your business to pivot.
We have 2 official meetings a year plus some little pop-up gatherings during the year. And this is where the members come together in person. That is really, it's a magical experience where if you can attend, it is truly one of the most memorable experiences that the members share that they have.
Oh, without question, my favorite part of the Trust is the live events. There's a lot that I get out of the regular, you know, the Zoom calls and the boardrooms and those things. But honestly, it's coming together. It's when you know these women because you've been on Zoom calls with them for a couple of months and you finally get to meet in person, and it's like greeting this long lost friend that you didn't even know, you know, before. And I think that's what's truly amazing is the in-person events. There's an energy in the room that is palpable. You walk into that room and you can feel just the excitement, the energy, the love, and just that high vibration that comes with anything that Ali creates.
But every single Trust meeting, I walk away with one idea. Sometimes I have my ROI in the first hour.
I love us all coming together, sitting in the room, talking about different topics, all the side conversations that happen afterwards. So you might hear someone, talk about something that's really interesting to you. So you two could have lunch together, grab a drink at the cocktail hour and talk more in depth about that. Honestly, a lot of it isn't just business, it's about life. So figuring out when the pandemic hit, how we were all dealing with our children at home, and just it's the true work-life balance group without being too much of a mamapreneur or anything like that. It's just real women coming together and having real conversations with women that have 7- and 8-figure businesses like myself and a life.
The third is the leadership. At our meetings and our online programming, we bring in women founders of companies who are generating 9 figures up to even $1 billion in revenue. They join us at our events, they join us online, and these are women who you usually would not have access to ask questions. They aren't coming on stage for like a 20-minute keynote. They are there with us to spend time with us, and the members get to ask them questions, and that is absolutely invaluable.
We had a guest speaker and she sat down with us for several hours and shared her journey. And really her journey is my journey. And I think her journey is all of our journees, where she was gutsy and she had an idea that was gonna make things better and she wouldn't stop until, she got the idea to where she knew it could go and is continuing to grow it. She was an open book, and I know a lot of our presenters have been that way. answering questions that we really need answered and helping us see, like, I can visualize further because I saw her and I saw the path that she walked.
The speakers are phenomenal. They are all very high-powered women who have built incredible companies and have done it differently. Haven't followed the mold, haven't done it how everyone has told them to, and it's inspirational. It reminds you of who you are and what you're here to do, and if they can do it, I can do it.
People ask what the trust is, and sometimes it's even hard to explain because it's not coaching, it's not a mastermind. We call it a network, but underneath that is there's so much heart to these women and how they connect and how they help each other. And that to me was the most important thing about this group. It was bringing your whole self to this, and that is how business is done by women.
So when I came into the trust and I first met Allie, she didn't have a set formula that she was trying to enforce on everyone in the group. She was just kind of mirroring to you what you needed to see within yourself. And so that's what I loved about the trust, is that I knew that I could be me and I didn't have to be like everyone else in the group.
It just kind of like landed in my heart and in my head that it might be something that could serve me. And so I really thought about it, and then I just knew it was ready. So by the time I spoke with the folks to get enrolled in it, I didn't even really need to learn more about it. I was just like, sign me up.
I've been in the trust now for a year, and in that year, I've added $10 million to my bottom line. So very, very significant.
A Zoom boardroom that we had last month, someone mentioned something about these tax credits that were going on with employees. Oh yeah, we can look into that. And just for one quarter was getting back $130,000. So that more than 10x'd my investment in this group. And that's just one example of so many that I'm sure all the other members have had.
I went from $1 million coach to a multi-million-dollar coach. And with that, there's just a new thoughtfulness about where am I going and where am I going on purpose.
When I see the members starting to do these things and make it happen, that's when I'm like, all right, I've done my job. It's pretty amazing.
I would say that the greatest transformation in me is really just to see things completely outside the box in ways that I probably would have just continued to do the same types of activities, the same types of marketing, attracting the same types of clients. I'm really thinking about how I can be a better leader and how I can create more opportunity.
It's the right group at the right time. It's our business family. It's a place where we call home.
Anyone who is thinking or considering joining the trust, do it. Honestly, this is the best investment you can possibly make for you and your business. I would just encourage you to make that investment in you, because it really will make a huge difference in your life.
You can't be in this space and not completely blow up. So that's been the beauty for me. That's been the value for me. And I dare say that that would be the value for others as well.
You come into the trust meetings and you're reminded of your power. You're reminded how strong you are. You're reminded that you've overcome so many obstacles, even when you didn't know what you were doing.
You want to be in the room with the people that are living the life you want to live. And that's what I get with the trust, is I'm always trying to elevate and be in the room with the smartest people. In this case, it's the smartest, coolest women who are entrepreneurs. And it's been an incredible journey.
This is a very special endeavor of mine that I know will mean something to not only the women of today, but the women of tomorrow.